5 years ago, in the Netherlands, Xerox had several problems with pre-printed paper. As they were, we did business with more than 12 commercial printers. So we had big problems, such as wrong inks used by commercial printers, humidity of pre-printed paper was much too high, packaging problems, problems with delivery times, often too late, a lot of offsetting by our customers during printing and copying, and no constant quality. Due to that, we had a lot of claims and a bad market acceptance. Besides, the prices were not competitive. With 2.5 men involved, we had less than 5% of the pre-printed market, and we make poor net profit. So something had to be changed.
Morning, Rob. How are you? How are you? Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you.
Will you coffee? You want coffee?
Please. Coffee is always important.
Here you are.
How long is it ago that we started our partnership between your company and the Xerox Supply Division?
How long ago? I think about 4 years, Rob. 4 years. Somewhere in 1993, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah?
If you look back on those 4 years, are you satisfied about the cooperation?
Yes. I can say we are very satisfied. Yes.
Can you give me some information about how the things went before we started our cooperation?
Well, before that, we, of course, got some orders from the market on our own, but mostly one of you salesmen phoned us and asked for a quotation for some order, and we quoted then without taking the paper price in it, because you supply the paper separately. And then we had to wait whether we could get the order or not. And if we got the order, we produced and delivered in your warehouse, and that was it.
What were the biggest objections against the way it went before we started?
Well, there were mainly two objections. One was that we couldn't have contact with the market, with the end users, and two, we couldn't build up a relation with the customer, so we drifted a bit apart from the market, and we were not happy about that.
More or less, we were in the same condition. We had over 12 preprint companies who worked for us, and it caused a lot of problems. We had to look after those problems, a lot of complaints. So what we were after was a printer who was able to do quality work, had a good quality control, had his own warehouse, so he could deliver directly to the customer, would do his own billing, and that was our problem.
Well, that was the moment I think we stepped in. We didn't only step in, but you supplied us with knowledge about how to make laser cut sheets in the right way, so that you couldn't have so much problems in the runnability on the printers with your customer, on your customer side. So, well, we were very happy about that moment, yes. Having a partnership with you in the market, we can use the name of Frank Xerox in the market, which is, at least in Holland, a name which gives the customer confidence. And by sharing that name, the confidence also is on us in that way. So that's a very big advantage in it.
Speaking about guarantees, can you explain that, what you mean by that?
Well, you can't supply a xerographic paper in the market if there is a problem in the field. Of course, there are some problems sometimes, mostly about the runnability on the printers. And when a customer has a problem now, we are going to the customer together with the rank Xerox technician, and one of your paper technologies, and we go there and solve the problem for the customer without interference from him, without any concern of him. And well, up till now it always succeeded, and we solved the problems in a most comfortable and in a comfortable way, and very soon, so that he didn't have so much downtime.
Yeah, you can say customers, they don't have to worry. We bring the solution together, and they can continue with printing. Yeah.
And perhaps it's nice to say that up till now, in these 4 years, about 4 years, there has not been a problem which we couldn't solve. So I think that supports the guarantee we give to the customer.
We call it customer satisfaction, but it's our way of expressing. What do you think is also important in our cooperation, and not only the technical things and the quality things, but more in the...
You mean the commercial side? Yes. Well, another major advantage is, of course, the fact that your salesmen are supporting our products in the market. So that, I mean, you have a sales force of 15 people, I believe, something like that. So in a way, you could say that our sales force has been extended with 15 people, which is not bad, of course.
I have to realize that.
And then, of course, the fact that we got the entrance to your machines in field, so that we know where to be, where the big volumes are, because, well, as you know, your market share is very important.
Yeah, and we can say with our high-end printing machines, we have 70% of the market. So I think it's important that you are there. You are in the biggest part of preprint users. Speaking about paper, are you satisfied by deliveries of paper, the quality of paper?
Certainly I'm satisfied. Of course there's a problem now and then, but generally speaking, I'm very satisfied. We have our own stock here for about a month need, consumption of a month, but of course every now and then there is suddenly an order coming up for which you don't have paper enough, and then it's just comfortable to know that you held all our width reels in stock, and that are, well, we use 21, 22 width, and then 31, 24, 31, 44, 45, 65. So that's a lot of paper you stock for us. And therefore we never come in troubles because of having no paper for a customer who has an urgent need. That's very comfortable.
If I look to your printers today, I can see that you invested quite heavily in the last couple of years.
Yeah, you might say so.
Does it pay back, those investments, or?
Well, yes, I believe that, because otherwise we wouldn't have done it. It does pay off. I think our profits and our turnover, and as well as our profits, has been staggering since the moment we stepped in the market together. Yes.
Should say what is the biggest advantage you see in the partnership, and try to catch that in one sentence.
The biggest advantage, we mentioned already some. I think, to put it in another way, the biggest advantage is that we are for the customer a reliable partner, a partner on which he can lean on and in which he can have confidence. I think that's the biggest advantage.
Okay, thank you very much, Gerrit, for the interview.
You're welcome.
As you have seen in the interview, there are only winners, no losers. But would you say, what about the customer? What are the benefits to him or her? Well, there are a lot of benefits for the customer. Constant quality product, competitive prices, no quibble guarantee, short communication lines, scheduled delivery times, house style, copy paper, pre-printed paper. after 5 years, we do with satisfied customers more business with less manpower.